Hi, this is Larry Dreiling from High Plains Journal. We're with Romulo Lollato, the Extension Wheat and Forage Specialist at Kansas State University. Romulo, you've been on the wheat tour. Now we're in Wichita after 2 days. What have you seen of the crop, and what's your impression of it as your eyes have seen it?
Hi, Larry. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity to sharing some of our thoughts here with you. First and foremost is how far behind the crop is as far as usually for this time of the year. By this time, we'd like to see, especially here in South Central Kansas, the crop for sure past flowering already into the early stages of grain field. And right now we're seeing probably not much further along than boot stage. So we are definitely 2 to 3 weeks behind in development. And this is true for the entire state. For example, Northwest Kansas, that we were there this morning and last night, by this time of the year we should be at boot. And right now we are at the first node, so just jointing now.
We caught one field in Sedgwick County just as we were driving up that had started to flower, but it was had a lot of spotty freeze damage and some barley yellow dwarf in it. Is that kind of typical of what you've seen in some of these fields?
So we came across one field that was a heading today in the route, but I mean this was one outlier, probably a field that got planted in conventional till very early, maybe sometime mid-September there, and got an early start. But for the majority, even our plots, research plots that we stopped by in Hutchinson that we planted mid-September weren't flowering yet. So for the majority of the state, being far behind is our number one concern. The reason for that number one concern is going through grain field during very warm conditions. As is now, for good grain filling conditions, the crop needs anywhere from 45-50 days until finish in the south central part of the state, and all the way to 70 or 80 days in the northwest part of the state. And in all honesty, we might have 30-35 in the south central where we need 50, and we might have probably a good maybe 50, 45-50 where we need 80. So my concern is that the crop is probably going to be shutting down early because of probably heat stress. Now it's all going to depend on weather. If the weather turns out to be cool and moist, that might not be as large of a concern as we are now.
Well, let's just hope it is a profitable season for all. With Romulo Lollato from Kansas State University, this is Larry Dreiling, High Plains Journal. Thanks for watching.